Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my little spot of 5 minutes of authenticity with Preetha. And as you know, we are discussing control. Last episode, we talked about the concept of locus of control and got on the page where we accepted the fact that there are certain aspects in our life we cannot control and certain aspects we can take charge. Today, let's talk about the circles of control. Think of them as concentric rings, okay? Things that you can directly control is your innermost circle, and those could be things that you can change, your actions, your mindset, your decisions, and therefore you have complete charge on those aspects. The outer ring to that is the circle of influence, where you may not have complete control, but sometimes you could, by way of influence, communication, advocacy, you could probably influence them to a certain extent. And these work with relationship, with the workplace dynamics and stuff like that. And your outermost circle is your circle of acceptance, where you have things that are beyond your control, such as maybe the past trauma that someone carries or you carry, or other people's behaviors or judgments of other people, external events, extenuating circumstances, etc. So if you were to think about that as an influence, as an example, think about this. Say you want to, it's summer, you want to start on a fitness regime where you want to get out of the house at 5:30 a.m. every morning for a run. It's good weather. You've decided this is one of the goals you want to do. So things you can control directly, of course, getting up, going to bed earlier, setting your alarm clock, having your whatever protein shake or whatever nutrition you like to fuel your body with before or after the run. You can control all of those aspects. If you're feeling lazy, you can write an affirmation for yourself and say, you know what, I've set a goal, I can do this. If you are just feeling, unmotivated about it, demotivated about it, you can read up on it. You can probably talk to a friend. You still have control to make that run, right? The second area could be that you are in a situation where you probably share your apartment with somebody, and setting that alarm at 5 a.m. might disturb someone else in the apartment. So that could be something that could deter you, but what would you do? You would typically talk to your flatmate or roommate or whoever and say, hey, and mention this is really important for my health. I'm going to find a way to set this alarm so that I don't disturb you, but I will make a little bit of a noise probably early in the morning as I get out of the house. Chances are it'll work out. Your roommate or your housemates will be fine with it. However, say you're all set up and you're doing this for 2 weeks and suddenly there is this injury in your knee or your leg, or the weather is horrible. What do? I know those of us who like to have a regime of a workout or anything in a particular way when things don't go as we plan because of this outside circle of acceptance where we cannot control something, we get frustrated. And we can spend a lot of time dwelling on that, calling it, feeling like a victim of circumstances and all of that. But what would help most is to just let go and use that circle of acceptance as a place of acceptance, as a place of grace. And so if you've hurt yourself, tell yourself, you know what, this is my time to pause. It's okay. I will read a good book. I will sit and chat with my housemate, or I will listen to some good music. And letting go of that sense of control that, oh my goodness, I couldn't make my run, actually empowers you and ennobles you and enables you to feel more free, to feel you're in control of a situation. And therefore, you come back to it with a greater sense of accountability. And so wasting emotional energy on things we cannot control, we often do that by regretting things and also dwelling on the opinions of others. Think about it. Do you do this? And when do you do this? And we will talk more next time.